Hello, good people. How is everybody doing today? I hope everybody is doing well and they're good. I hope everybody is enjoying things today. I am right now enjoying my pumpkin flavored coffee. I hope everybody has had a good, restful time. So I've got some Happymail today to show you too that came. But I think I'll show you the first one because I already unopened it. So a lot of you know that hey, Andrea, I was just about to start showing my Happymail. Now, a lot of you know this book. I got this last night at the stream. So I'm very happy this one came in. Yeah, this was a navel pot. All of you enabled it. Yes, Andrea, I got this book, which everybody has told me how much they love the mandalas in this book. I love the pictures in this. I can see why, because it has like gray tones in it. I've never ever had a mandala book that's like grayscale. This is like really pretty. I could see people doing all kinds of things with this. So I got that. Now, I got this little tiny little package that says Happymail on it. Now, I'm covering this because that's my address and I don't want anybody seeing that. But I got this little padded mailer. So I wondered what it could be. And then when I turned around, I saw that it was from Everlasting Tips. Now, for those who don't know what Everlasting Tips are, I'm going to open this. Now, Everlasting Tips are these stainless steel tips that you get for your diamond pens. So I have brought one out to actually show on camera. Yes, I have them. So that's that. Andrea gets to be the first one. Yes, that's what we're coloring because somebody said they wanted to do some Clara McCover on the channel. So they go, thank you, Nicole. Nicole is the person who operates Everlasting Tips. So this is that. So let's see. Wait a minute, I may have opened it wrong. So these are stainless steel tips. Now, these are as you can see, these are tin. These are stainless steel tips. These are what these look like. Yes, I am going to do a page from it, but I want to show you guys what they look like. I don't have tweezers to take these out. Unfortunately, what you do is you take this part of the tip out, and then you replace it in there. And so they give you instructions on how to use the stainless steel tips. I only bought two because I really wasn't sure about them, but somebody said that they were having some problems with them. So I don't know how good they are yet until I actually use them. Now, let's go. I got an Amazon package today. Yes, we are opening up mail live on camera. You guys know I never do this. I never open up mail on camera. So my next thing that I ordered. Michelle would love this. Michelle would love this. So we are going to be obviously doing pencils today, but here is Nightmare Grayscale book, and it was cheap when I got it. You know, when Jake Summer books go on sale, they're like super cheap. And look, this is Grayscale. Yay! Look at that. Oh my God. People who love Halloween and the holidays will really like this. The headless horseman with his pumpkin head. Hi, Kim. We're opening my Happymail today. I didn't get much in Happymail, but I did get a few little things. Mr. Everlasting Tips, Rose Windows. This reminds me of that little boy in The Sixth Sense when he says, death is near, I see ghost. That's what this scene reminds me of. Oh, I always hate when that demon comes out of it. Someone's body in those old art stores. So you guys get to see some Happymail. I got Everlasting Tips, 2 of them. So Cerebrus, the 3-headed dog. I'm not sure what to make of this. Just want to show you some of the stuff that's in this book. Now, what did I get? Now, this, I think I know what this is because I was asked by a company to review something. They sent me a review to review this, so they sent this to me for review, I think. Does anybody think they know what this is? And no, it's not a book. Does anybody know what this is? I got asked from the company that does this. I think the name of the company is Elise. They actually asked me if I would be interested in reviewing one of their diamond paintings, so they sent me a smaller canvas. Yes, this is a 40 by 30. We all know that Grace's favorite clue, what Grace's favorite size is, right? What is Grace's favorite size, small wise? 40 by 30 or 30 by 40. And this is from Elise. I'm just going to gently take it out of the bag so you guys can see what it is. What do you guys think it is? And you can tell this is nice and big. I can tell already it's nice and big. It's nicely packaged. And I like that the symbols are nice and big. This one has symbols and letters. Notice that it doesn't have a DMC code. You guys can't see that, but it has the schematic over here. It has 23 colors. But I can tell this is going to be a beautiful thing to work on. Most of the canvases I get from Amazon. And now I'm going to say this, guys. Most of the canvases that we get from Amazon are freaking fantastic. And I want another paint. I want another. So this is another one that I got from Amazon. Guys. I have this bag. Sometimes, like after what happened last time, I've decided to put all the colors in one place so the bags don't get messed up. So I'm going to put this here so that way I know that this is next to do because it is a review copy. So I want. Maybe I'll color a dragon one day. And of course, it comes with your standard thing. So Rachel Ray has a whole thing on the Everlasting Tips. Yeah, I got Everlasting Tips, and I got Rose Windows. Oh, Miss Michelle knows this book. This was like the only thing that was. Miss Michelle knows this book. What book is this, Michelle? Michelle did all. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Mother is at her doctor's now, so, you know, I'm trying to find a picture to do in this. I have all of Clara Smakova's book except a new one. What can we color this one? I took it out because I want to color in it, but I want to find the right picture to do. This is why you should bookmark your picture before you start. See, I never finished the cover page. My mother. Well, should we finish this one that I started working on? You know, I started it off camera. Maybe I should finish it off camera. Should I do this one or should I do this one instead and start new? This is just cute in general. This one I started. This one I like. This is what happens when you just, if you move one little thing on the camera, the tripod doesn't like that. Let's use that. This just tells you I was busy working with my markers. I was doing a little kawaii girl, actually. I finished it early. This one. I like this one. My mother right now is at the doctor's because remember, my mother was having intense diarrhea. At first it was like 2-3 days of intense diarrhea, but now it's gotten to the point where she's had to see a doctor. I'm thinking maybe brown or blonde hair for the girl. You get a nice little purple thing out of there. And that color was Wisteria. I don't remember what I did with my Holbein container. That's very odd. Oh, you don't know what you did with something? Oh, I know what I did with it. I took it downstairs. There it is. It's in the bag. Oh, that's funny. Why did I have that upside down? I ought to have that upside down. This is from the original set of Schiffer Farbens, number 21. Miss Sammy calls when I get my pencils tiny that this is a pencil crime. And I am a criminal. Hold on, guys. So this is really getting small. I might have to go out and to get the other set. ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering, I don't mean Rachel Ray as in the cooking channel. Now, if you guys are wondering, this is what the original set of the strip of carbon looked like, the original 72 set. I have never taken these out. The set that I have been using, I've had this book for a while, Gene. It's been in my collection ever since they first came out with it. The new one will ship to the US. So, if you're wondering, this is how the original set came. I've never needed to, I bought it as a backup just in case. And you know, for a long time they didn't have this set. And I tell you, when you take these pencils out, they really, really stink. I've had this book for a long time. So, number, what, 21? I'm just telling you. And I have the new set too of 96. So keep that in mind that I have the backup set of the originals. I like them actually. You know, you want a nice budget pencil and you don't want a pencil that will break your back. These are them, but they've increased the price of these like a couple of times. So check on Amazon and monitor the prices of this because they keep changing the price of these. Like I have the original 72 set. This is before they changed the name, before they gave them names, because when I first got this set, they only had the numbers. Well, now they sell them in 96. Before they only sold them in 72. But this is my first set. The set that I just showed you, that's the second set I have of them, which is a backup set to this. But then after I had bought them, they had sold out. And it was a whole crazy thing where then they had to retool them. And when they came out with the second set of 72 pencils, then they gave them numbers and names. And they recently came out with the set of 96. I want you to keep that in mind when you're buying pencils because they're always changing. They're always changing the dollar amount on this thing, so keep that in mind too. Well, here's the thing about pencils. Pencils are as subjective as the person using them. Like, and I'm a person who loves to use all her stuff. So, you know, I use my thing. At some point, I'm going to have to kit up the dragon. So as soon as they're good pencils. Oh, Michelle, how is the pen that I got you working out? Have you tried using it with the thing? And I'll tell you right now, I use a lot of different pencils, so it's not just that I use one. It feels much cooler in your hand, doesn't it? Come on. This is what happens when your pencils are so tight. These are Schiffer Farbens. This is from the original set, Coloring for Anxiety. So keep that in mind. This is from Castle Art. This is number 33. Same color. Okay. Exactly. Sometimes, you have to look for them. But also remember that there's so much of that now going on with the knockoffs. I really don't really like seeing the knockoffs. Number 34. Well, the Prisma Premiers are art pencils. The Scholars are a student grade of pencils, if that's what I'm led to believe. What is it every time I go online? It could be quiet here all day, but when I go online, it decides to be bang. Yeah, I was saying that's the difference. Yeah, the Prisma Premiers are the artist grade, the Scholars are the student grade. Probably someone doing some construction. They're always doing construction here. Until the pandemic. The first few months, it was like dead quiet. Michelle, now they're doing work again. Yeah, that's why you have to be careful who you're buying from on some of these websites. Also, the price can be vastly different. Just like sometimes that they will have, like in Diamond Art Club, they don't buy from just anybody. They license the image. Like, let's say you get Nolana Lazavia or Hannah Lynn. Well, those companies will only sell things if the artist licenses them to let them. Price is one indication that it might be a knockoff. There's always going to be someone trying to make money off of somebody else's hard work. I even said this one time. You can always tell the difference between a knockoff and the real thing because number one, price. That's a big difference. So prices Yeah, I would say price is the first thing, but if you've seen the image in other websites, also look to see if there's art in it, if it's very similar to art that you've seen in other books. Sometimes you'll see people sell anthology books. Not always, Jean, but the price is one way to tell. You know, we're dealing with people trying to steal money. You always find people trying to. Hi, Danielle. See how nice the green is? And this isn't even an expensive pencil. This is one of the budget friendly. This is Castle Art. These black ones are Castle Arts. These little ones are Schiffer Farkas. The first one we used was a Holbein pastel. You know, we've all been victims of it. I think I was a victim of it early on because, you know, when we're young, we don't, when we're first starting to buy everything, we buy everything that our little hearts can see. And we're like, oh, yes, we need that. Yes, we need that. But you see, there is a reason. Not necessarily. Robin knows more about puzzles than I do. Skin tone will do it the regular Prisma way. Now this is number 18. Yeah, Robin is the puzzle. Okay, Carol. Hey, Miss May, how are you? We're coloring out of Fairy. So Fairy Celebrations of Miracles. We're coloring out of Clara Makova today. We got a new diamond painting today that I got for review. So it's a smaller size canvas. So once I kit it up, I'll. Oh, I didn't see that there was strawberry icy. I'm gonna have to make them a different red. Yeah, everything is like so pretty. My mother's at the doctor's right now, May. She's getting herself tested for some things. My mother's had issues for more than a month. Oh, these are Castle Arts. These I got separately from this new set that they sell. The new set that they sell comes with the case and names. These only have the numbers on them. Well, you know what? She's been having diarrhea for more than a week, which isn't normal. I usually have it, but I usually have it because I have too much sweets in me. And when I have too many sweets, that's bad. So I've been trying to. I figured out for me, it's the sweets that cause me. Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably something weird, but with her age, my mother's like, no, if I go to the hospital, they're going to probably put me in a COVID ward. Don't laugh about this. This is serious. Mm, I wanted my mother to go to the hospital, but my mother was afraid to because, thank you. Ramen is awesome. But you understand what I'm saying. Like some of us have more, what we have. I have relatives who have gluten sensitivities. My nieces have copper allergies. I had never heard of a copper allergy until I went to a seafood restaurant with them. And they were such a pain in that. I love my relatives. I love my nieces, but my nieces were like such a pain in the ass to have that restaurant with. So I can never go to a seafood restaurant with my nieces because they have a copper allergy. Yes, a copper allergy is a real thing, I found out. And especially if you have food sensitivities, it's even worse. One of my relatives has a zinc allergy, which means they can't have lettuce of any kind. In the last 2, 3 years, I've learned more about food allergies and food sensitivities than I've ever wanted to know in my life. And that's bad too. The last 2 or 3 years, I've learned so much more about food allergies and how dangerous they can really be. Yeah, for those of you who don't have food allergies, it's not a Some people go, "Oh, you're overreacting to having food allergies. What's wrong with you?" I don't know as much as some people do. The person to ask about Copic markers is Belinda. And plus, I have to ask my boss a question about taxes because now the unemployment people ask me, would I like them to take a percentage to put into my withholding taxes? I'm like, I didn't even know I had to do that. So now I don't know how much I should put in 2.5 or 10%. They keep changing the rules on me of this thing. Well, there are things I know and then there are things I don't know. So let me get white or ivory. Why is there no white in the set? You all know what that means. Why is there no ivy? White. Prefer ivy, but oh, that's so painful. Exactly, Robin. You know, some people are more sensitive than others, but doesn't mean it should be like, I know people who don't have food allergies, minus those of us who've lived with people who've had food allergies, get it much more quicker than people who don't. It's a terrible thing to see it happen. My coworker, I wasn't there the day this happened, but I found out about it later. She accidentally touched something that had peanut oil in it, and I guess it was from the burger she had that day, because the oil went on the oil went on her skin, and all of a sudden she had to be taken to the emergency room. Literally, her face blew up like a fish. She had such a terrible reaction, and after that, we could never have anything with peanut butter or eat from certain places because we knew the oil was so bad. So whenever she wasn't in the office, we could eat there, but we would always have to clean everything off after we were done eating because oil can stay on surfaces. So if you guys eat something that's oily, it can stay on surfaces for a really long time. And people have real issues with that. And I tell people, don't mock that. That's a real thing that people have. Everybody knows what these are. Yeah, and so some people have it really bad than others. I'm just getting out the pencils we will need for skin. Nectar, nectar, nectar. Well, they also say it's it's also about they say as we get older our body's immune systems change. Apparently our immune systems change every 10 years. This is actually a true fact. I actually looked this up. Our immune systems can change every 10 years. So the things that you may not have the things that may not have bothered you as a child can bother you as an adult. I had a friend. Me and my friend loved strawberries. One day we loved them as children and teenagers. Now as adults, she came over my house and said she couldn't eat strawberries anymore. She had an allergic reaction. She said she can't eat them anymore because she's allergic to them now. And I was like, I was kind of a little shocked to find that out. Yep, every 10 years, our metabolism and our immune system changes. So they say that's why they actually ask you every 10 years to do an allergy test. This is eggshell. This is salmon pink. Now remember, guys, I had to replace this. So that's what I was told by my doctor a few years ago. I no longer have that doctor because that doctor retired. So I'm going to have to get a new one. I don't like having to get a new health care. I'm not sure if this is a foot or a... Seashell pink. I thought this was nectar, but this is a color that a lot of us use. I finally finished watching season 2 of Quantico. I started watching season 1, season 3, episode 1. Haven't, I like binging shows all at once on Netflix. And no, I haven't watched Cobra Kai. I need to finish something before I start anything new. It's an amazing thing what the immune system does to us. Some people have no problem getting older, and some people suffer more. But they say it's what we eat, what we put in our bodies, how much exercise and activity. So I'm trying to get more exercise and activity done. Light peach. I'm going to put these back in, and then we'll do the cream. Now we'll start doing some of the fun part around it. True green. I don't think you want my life. Sometimes, things happen and my mother's on me about, oh, I need to do this. I need to get rid of this. I need to get rid of this. I wish I could share my life with you, Shonda. Very happy tomorrow. My money's coming in, so I'll be happy about that. I did see some really nice new pens today, but I'm like, no, I must stop buying because then I won't have anything for Christmas. Oh, great. We're going to have a little bee, so I don't know what to use for this bee. I can only imagine how hard that must have been, Shonda. And then, all this stuff happened with the COVID. And you guys know that I haven't been back to work since March. I think my mother just does not like me being in the house with her. This was not the way my mother's retirement was supposed to go. What color should I make him? I haven't decided yet. It depends if I go back to work or not. It's different. It's Danielle, it's a weird feeling. It's like, I kind of miss the routine of it. Danielle, it's not like I miss it. It's how best to say it, what it really is for me. It's like I miss my coworkers, I miss socialization. People think you don't socialize at work, but you do. And it's going to be different for everybody who wants to get out there. Scarlet Lake. That's good to know that they both got that stuff safely. That's good to know that they were excited about the gifts that you gave them. Now this is green fiery. I'm still waiting on stuff. I've got 3 more books coming from Amazon. I've got the 2 new Demeter Victoria books, a Baby Yoda book on the way. Yes, there is a Baby Yoda coloring book, and I did get it. So, who saw the Mandalorian trailer? That's good to know that they got them safely. I was surprised to see WWE superstar Sasha Banks in the trailer, but I wasn't expecting her to show up, and so everybody pointed that out on the internet, like wrestling fans started going, "Oh!" So, Scarlet Lake. Bye, Shonda. Have a good day and be careful and take care of yourself. Bye. Say hello to Eros for me. You may have a cat named Eros, which I love her, the cat's name. I think that's a cool name for a cat. Neon pink. I could, but I like my job. I haven't gotten any word from my job, and I emailed my boss too, so I don't know what's going on. I hope to God my boss didn't. God forbid. I don't even want to think about it. I like my job because I had health insurance with it. You know what I mean? It wasn't the best insurance, but it had insurance. That's the thing. You have to have a job that has medical benefits. That's the big thing about when you want to select a job too, is the benefits. I'm trying to right now, but the jobs that I wanted to take me very far from the city. There was one job, I went for an interview for it, and it took me nearly 3 hours to get there. And I had to leave at like 4 a.m. in the morning. I've been there almost 15, what, 8, 9 years? I've been there a long time. So I see all these butterflies, which means we can do these all kinds of really weird colors. Peach. We used Holmeins, Prismas, Schriftfarbens, Polys, Prismas. I use whatever's handy in my desk at the time. It doesn't make a difference to me. Process red. Oh my best salad of pencils. We have lots of different pencils. Phthalo green. Emerald green. I wish I had more time in the day to do more things I would like to do, like visit more people's lives, like Michelle's in the morning, but I don't get up early for you. I'm sorry, Michelle, but I don't get up early. Now, what's nice about her books, Clara Makova's books, is these are like just, it's kind of like some of the higher end books. They just have a wonderful way of doing the books for you. Orange. What color is this? Dark cadmium orange. No, I have to do a part. I have to do an update soon on Drills and Chills. Probably later tonight, I'll take a picture of where I am in that little diamond painting. But I have enjoyed some of the stuff that I've been enjoying. No, I'm not doing a background. I know what you mean. Like, my mother loves to wake up early. I like to sleep in. So it's always like she'll wake up at like 9 or 10. I like when she wakes up at 10 because then I can sleep a little more. But one day, I got up earlier than her, and I think about 3 days ago, I ended up making breakfast for her. But I don't make my pancakes right. But for whatever reason, I can't get them to be in circular shape. So I make them in like all weird square, weird shapes. My pancakes come out weirdly shapen. Now nobody joke about that. That's the truth. My pancakes come out weirdly shaped. But they were delicious because I put blueberries in the mix and it really changed the way that looked. Cadmium yellow lemon. It's that's a nice thing to be able to do that. You can. We should all count our blessings and say how lucky we are to be in a place where we can be happy. The first few days this happened, I was like amazed because I have never heard it quiet down here. This is a polychromos. You know, going back to work will be helpful for me because it'll help my mind. You know, working helps you with your mind. Well, you know, imagine how the poor grocery worker feels who's worked through the whole thing. You know, here's the thing, too, you guys got to remember. Some people were furloughed like me saying, oh, don't worry, we'll call you when this thing is over. Not realizing this thing was going to be months and months. You know, we were very lucky that one of the people was allowed in the office. My boss is the head boss, but the other girl who works for him is the other boss. And she decided to run payroll that last time. Now, this was way before I was told to take uninsurance employment. I only took it because my company told me to take it. Now, I normally wouldn't have taken it, but because I knew I wasn't going to have income for months, I took it. Now, some people may say, well, that's wrong. Is it really wrong when you know you're not going to be having the ability to make the money? You know, it's like in my bowling league, you know, people say, oh, I'm useless, I'm stupid, you know, they used to treat me as a joke. They didn't treat me as a joke when they saw that I was a threat and that I was going to get first. That's when they really became nasty to me. The league became nasty when they found out that I was there to play. Me and my teammates went 10 weeks without losing a match. 10 weeks without losing. And people really don't understand that there's a pecking order in bowling, and especially in leagues. But if you're not one of the league's chosen, as we like to call it, you have a harder time in league because people are just assholes. Pink, 37. Monarch, MN79. I think we all struggle with something in our lives. It doesn't matter what it is, but we all struggle. Like I would like something in the city where I don't have to travel far. I don't mind taking a subway to work, but I don't want to be taking a train upstate for 3 hours. You know, I have to wake up at 5 a.m., go to be in work by 9. And, you know, I have to do a 3 hour ride to from that. And, you know, when you take those trains upstate, that is really unreliable. It's not as reliable as people think. Oh, you have a great getaway. Yeah. Oh, no, those are new shippers. Where did the other ones go? What are these? What are these? Oh, I haven't seen these in a while. Oh, I haven't seen these in a while. Now, these must have been something that, yeah, but you see a lot of things happen in leagues that I don't like. Now, this is a Doran pencil. I think I got this from a sketch box. One of the boxes I get. Well, you know what it is? I find that with people. Ooh, this is nice. A little darker than I would like on the color, but that's okay. I've never used these pencils before. If I did use them, it was probably to test them. I would use this as an undertone. I sometimes have these odd little ends and no, Michelle. Doesn't mean I want every set. I don't have room for another set right now. My goal right now is to use what I have. These are nice, but they're a little too hard for me. These are nice, but they're a little harder than I would like them. And the pressure point's not right for me. An interesting color. What is this? Violet. Now, I don't have these. This is the only one that I have. This is called the Derwent Light Fast. They do not have another one like this. This is called the Derwent Light Fast. I don't like this either. Maybe I need to try more pencils. What is this one? This is a Goldfaber one. What color is this? 107. This is a Goldfaber. Okay. This is good to try other pencils. This looks like my odds and ends stuff. And then I have the Caran d'Ache. What are these? These are Caran d'Ache, but I think these are the super colors. These you use with water. That's what you do. You use those with water. Light blue. No, this is icy blue. Oh, that's nice. You know, you can't be sad because, you know, we all are going through this. Some people do better with high stress situations, and some people do not do well. What color is this? These, I think, are, what brand is this? These are called Essentials. These were probably a budget-friendly pencil that I got. It's been a while since I've actually been in this little black case. Well, the symptoms won't show up for at least 14 days. Sometimes they show up sooner than that. Just be aware of what the symptoms are. A cough that doesn't stop, breathing problems, heart palpitations. You know, I have a friend, he had COVID, and he's told me that he's having repercussions, things that he never had wrong with him before. Everything's been aggravated because of this disease. Where he didn't have his, he had very little asthma, and then all of a sudden now he can't even do anything without it being a problem. So be aware that there are people out there and they're suffering in different ways. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. No, I'm just telling people, be aware that there are other people. These are from the Essential Collection. I've never seen these. This is a really interesting thing to do. So it scares people. There are a lot of people who are suffering. I miss my routine. I miss going to work. I miss being away. Love my mother, but sometimes being with my mother is a pain in the ass. She doesn't understand what a big pain in the ass. Oh, Grace, I need you to get this. I need you to have this. I need you to get this. This. You need to get this and this. Oh, this is where you find this in the store. Oh, Grace, I need you to go to the store. I need you to do this. I need you to do this. You need to do more. Why is this room not clean? Why is there all this stuff here? I feel like she complains more than anybody I've ever met. Did you hear someone got a bill for an $800 COVID test? When I thought COVID tests were supposed to be free. I thought that was pretty insane. Tangerine. No, so all the butterflies are done. No, someone told me they got like an $800 bill for a COVID test. I thought the test was supposed to be free. I did too. But apparently the hospital billed him for an $800 test. I don't think that's right to charge $800 for anything. Who was away for a while in wrestling? Oh, Roman. As soon as this COVID broke, like 1 month after that had happened, and right before WrestleMania, he decided to leave because he just went through chemo himself. Roman did, so he's not going to risk his life and his health. Yes, I do watch wrestling. You can't blame Roman Reigns. He just came back from having cancer. Who wants to do that? You know, he had leukemia, you know, and he battled it for a second time and he beat it. But, you know, who wants to have that happen? You can't blame people. You know, that's also why they told you not to visit and have large family gatherings. Because you never know who's been with whom. You can't blame Roman for when this happened, for pulling out of WrestleMania. And these are essential pencils, and these I think were these are sold in different sets. So it's been a long time since I've had to use these. They're good little budget-friendly pencils. I think I used this on a Creative Haven book, if my memory is not mistaken. And I think I did either color and chat or a live stream with these sometime many years ago. You never know what you'll find in the Grace closet. The closet's laced with lots and lots of stuff. What is this one? Peach Puff. I always like to be able to say that I can, honest to God, say that I always try different pencils per stream. Doesn't mean that the pencils aren't good. Just means that sometimes you have a lot of pencils and you forget what you have in the inventory. I'm glad I was able to pull these out because they're different. Oh, look, I broke the pencil. I went too hard with it. And these are hexagonal pencils. Well, we all have different things that us, but I was kind of glad. This pencil don't like me. Well, these are cheaper lead. This is the only one that does everything right. Well, now this isn't doing well either. We all know what this is. If that stops working, I go to the good old. I go to the good. When this stops working, I go to this good old one. What is this one, everybody? What sharpener is this? This is the M&R sharpener. It's the round one. We've got a couple of more things to go in here. Then we will be done. I think my mother may come home soon. So now that I can do that, I'll put away all these pencils. But you see how much it broke and how much it lit. This is the danger with less expensive pencils. They break a lot more easily. See, I hadn't been in this little black thing. This blackened thing. There's a lot of different things in it. So I didn't even know what was in there. So I looked. What are these? Here's an oldie but goodie. Here's an oldie but goodie. You're not familiar with these? These are Staedtler. I think these are the Ergo sauce. I think these are the Ergo sauce, if my memory serves me correctly. Yeah, these are the Ergo sauce. I don't like the Ergo sauce. I find them too hard to use. Personally, I don't like them, but they're okay. What are you now? What are you? You might be better. What are you? I think those are delis. I remember my delis being in a brown face. These are, I think, yep, these are delis. These are fun. These are better. These are delis. This is number 118. They're also known as Star Joy on Amazon. But we're almost done with this picture. We spent some of this time just going through some of my Happymail in the beginning. Aren't they nice? A lot of you haven't seen these in a long time. These pencils don't have any names, but they have numbers. I think I have a swatch of them somewhere in one of the books somewhere. I need to make another swatch book. Doing one with all my stuff on it. But I want to make one where I can just look at it and then do a comparison chart. This is what you call the smorgasbord of the pencils. It was Miss. I'm going to do some gray. Hold on. There's going to be some gray or dark brown. I'm going to do some gray. There's a gray in here. $163. How are these polys? You know, I think that's a good price. I always say to people, buy what you know, too. You know, buy what you think you're going to be happy with. And so this is number 136. Meaning sometimes I'll use my pencils and then I'll put them away, not use them for a really long time like these. This blue is beautiful. Castle arts are nice. Everything is a good set if you know how to use it. Number 126. Sometimes I use the M&R because it's an easier sharpener. Thank you. And I didn't get all my pencil sets at once. You know, I have this one person who leaves these nasty little comments. And I'm going to tell that one little nasty person right now who leaves the comments. None of you in live, but there's always one person who comments after the live and says, oh, that I'm instigating people to spend all this money on pencils. But I didn't buy all my pencils at once. They came to me over time. You know, we used a lot of different pencils. But you see, this book, the paper is so nice for pencils in this book. I've seen people do amazing things with watercolors in these books too. But since I don't know how to use watercolors, here's my thing. Here's my tip on watercolors. Unless you know how much water you're using and you've worked with paper like this, then you can use it. But other than that, I wouldn't recommend using it with water. So you see, guys, it's not just about how you use the pencil. I use my pencils a lot differently now that I'm older, but also, you know what? Not every pencil set is right for everybody. You know, some of us have hand problems. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna. I was supposed to get another book today, and I didn't. It didn't come, and I was supposed to get a post-it thingy. Well, the post-it thing was mostly for, the post-it thing was mostly for. I have my garbage can. Yeah, they have this system where you can do payments, and you give them your information, and then they bill you every 2 weeks for it. It's like an installment plan. Diamond Art Club has one too, for their payments if you need to do flex pay or something like that. If I remember correctly, right? So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Everybody have a good day. I hope you all stay safe and sound. Bye, everybody. I love you all. Bye. I hope you all have a good time. So this is what we did today. Yeah, you go to what you want and click on after. Yeah, Artesia. Okay. So Gene Sheldon. So I want to thank everybody for coming, and I hope you all had a good time here today. Bye, everybody. Love you all. Enjoy. Be good to one another. And stay safe and healthy. Bye.